When police officers are dealing with someone who's resisting arrest, they have a variety of methods they can use, short of lethal force, to get control over that person. One of those methods they've used for years is called the carotid restraint. Anna Kashmir from Krav Maga Academy of San Diego demonstrated it for KPBS. When done correctly, an officer compresses a person's carotid arteries, which are on either side of the neck,
until it cuts the blood supply off to his brain, eventually rendering him unconscious.
Again, when done properly, it causes a person to lose consciousness.
We're warning and encouraging the city to take us seriously when it comes to banning all neck restraints in San Diego.
The Racial Justice Coalition San Diego has been calling for a ban on the carotid hold since 2017, following the death of Eric Garner at the hands of police in New York City. They renewed that call in this virtual news conference last Friday. On Monday, Mayor Kevin Faulconer and San Diego Police Chief Dave Nisleit announced that the San Diego Police Department would immediately stop using the hold.
But then when you look at what occurred in Minneapolis, and you've got to listen to the community, and that's one of the things that I will say and proudly say about the San Diego Police Department is we do listen to our communities. And I heard the community loud and clear, and that's why I think it's time. And so effective immediately, I put out to all my members that we are stopping the use of the carotid restraint.
I'm reluctant and opposed to taking away a less lethal force option.
San Diego Sheriff Bill Gore disagrees with Chief Nisleit and the mayor. Gore says deputies in his department have used the carotid restraint dozens of times over the last several years with no major injuries. He says banning its use is a bad idea.
So I'm reluctant to take that technique away from my deputies and force them into maybe a higher use of force, which will cause lasting damage to the suspect we're taking into custody.
Nisleit also faces opposition from some in the rank and file. Detective Jack Schaefer, who heads up the San Diego Police Officers Association, says he's used the carotid hold and he's seen his fellow officers use it for years with no major injuries. But Schaefer also says the SDPOA supports the chief, and he says San Diego officers will adapt.
We're going to support our officers, and I know that our officers are going to be able to figure out a way to still diffuse situations by using other techniques.
The change in policy was met with praise from the local NAACP, along with most members of the San Diego City Council. John Carroll, KPBS News.